Good morning. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller. It is early, 8:40 in the morning, and we're going to do a haul video. Most of this first batch that I'm going to show you was from probably 2 weekends ago, and just found a couple of bonus sales, yard sales, estate sales. Found a few Plush, so it really made the trip at least exciting. But again, it was a whole lot of mileage for not very much stuff. So let me go ahead and share with you some of that stuff. And then I've got the first bag here of stuff from our second trip to Dayton that we just came back from. First, bananas in pajamas. I've seen a couple with price tags on them. I know I did not spend $3 on him. Probably worth $10, $15. I wish I had the other one, but I don't. And then I love finding these. Again, it has a $3. I don't know, I didn't pay $3 for it. There. Carter's has a rattle. Cute little tan dog. Gonna be worth probably $10, $12. These next few came from one basket at a yard sale. We almost drove by it, but I saw one little plush hanging up the top of a cardboard box, and I made Robert stop. Everything in the box, I want to say, was $2 each. Don't you think? I think it was $2 each. So I picked up this. I'm not even sure if I'm going to sell the doll itself. Maybe, but I got it more for the outfit. It does have a diaper on. You can't really reuse those diapers unless you use tape. So I'm not sure. It has some socks. But I'm thinking the outfit by itself, if I don't keep it with the doll, which I might, $15, $20. Very cute.
Yeah, I think $2 each
I
at
think it
that
was
yard
$2.
sale. I know I bought a pair of jeans there that was $2. That were $2, y'all. My grammar.
I was shocked to
No,
see
wait.
this.
It was $2 of jeans. Prepositional phrase. The pair was $2.
Yes. Look, and she has her shawl. A lot of times, the shawl is missing. But this is vintage Care Bears. Her name is Graham's Bear Kenner, 1983. I'm thinking $20, $25 plus dollars for her. Nice condition. Just take a picture of the heart anytime you list these Care Bears. Because people will ask you what the lettering on the tush heart looks like. So that was a nice. I love finding vintage Care Bears. I grabbed it. I'm pretty sure I have Harley Davidson Plush listed. I'm just going to add him to the lot. Oh, this was also in that basket. The Wrinkles dogs have come down in value. There was a time I could sell these for $25, $30 each, especially with the outfit and the bone. The bone is always missing, but they've really come down. I have a smaller one listed for sure, and the plan is to make a lot of the two of them. But the fact that she's got her bone outfit really clean was just, oh, and her panties. Nice. But again, she probably would have only sold by herself $15, $20. But I'm going to put her in a lot. Both of these are Russ. This one has its paper tag. His name is Chubbs. The plan, put it with another bear. And then this cat is Sabrina. Gonna need a bath there. And I'm going to try to find either another cat or a dog and make a lot. Oh, and her. Pretty sure this was there. Applause Annie. I'm trying to see if there's a date on here. 1980. No. 82? Yeah, 1982. The face is a little dirty, but I have found in the past if I try to clean this, it leaves wet watermarks. So I'm probably just going to leave this for the buyer to clean. Because this is like iron on. You can't really do much with it. Something tells me maybe there was supposed to be a little like dog right here. I can't remember. But otherwise, not bad. But that face is like foam underneath. I'm hoping $12, $15 for her. I probably grabbed these at other sales. I don't remember. Look, a little 101 Dalmatian purse, plush. Not sure if there was a tag in here. Yes, Disney pyramid handbags. I've had something else that was pyramid handbags. I'll have to look it up and see if it was another one of these. And I'll maybe make a lot. But otherwise, I'm hoping like 15 bucks or so for this. Maybe more. Shoo, this is dirty. Very dirty. Just 1 year Carter's. It's probably going to get put on the needs to wait to be cleaned list. But I loved it. Again, probably 15, 20, maybe a little bit more. There's another one that's a little bit plain. I don't think it has the star. So maybe this one's a little bit better. I went to one yard sale and picked up 4 Loveys. I think they were 50 cents each. But I've got... Somebody was just saying they cannot sell their Loveys. They are slow, but they eventually move. I'm going to probably, since these are all like girl-like, I may make lots of 2 or find something that's already listed and turn it into a lot. But I've got 1, 2. This one is Little Me. I'll see what the value is. Blankets and Beyond. And... oh, that's weird. DKNY jeans. Little heart. So, I like Loveys. They don't take up a whole lot of space.
I can't remember who brought that up in the live the other day, but so I had to go look at the numbers.
I think it was Sassy Squirrel.
Yeah, I think you're right. Based on the number that we currently have listed, last year we sold about 40% of that number. So, it'd take you a couple years to get rid of them all, but... like Rebel said, there are, how many you got here? You got 4 of them right here, and this one's kind of bigger and fluffier than a little bit average. But this takes up very little room in our laundry basket storage system or tote storage system. Some of the stuff is. So you can get a lot of these in one of those bags. And this right here is why you should have numbers on all your stuff, so that when you go to find the pink Lovey, it's real obvious which one is the pink Lovey you're looking for. These are similar. If you're looking for stuff that you've listed, a year and a half ago, these are going to look pretty similar digging through a bag. So having a number on that bag is very, very helpful. We
just print them off on our Dymo down here, and it's just sequential. And I take a picture of it after I've taken a picture of all the items. I lay the bag on my scale. I take a picture of the weight with the item number, and we have it fixed on Nifty through the AI generator that it just goes ahead and plugs that information in for me in my listings. Easy peasy. No more making a mistake on the item numbers, which, every once in a while happened with me that a number got transposed, and then also, we take a picture of the bin number so that there's no mistake on where I put everything. I know it's a bear, but look how cute. MTY International, a little workout bear. Look at this. It's got a little iron-on, like flocked. What is that word? Just a little iron-on. I just loved it. I'll probably list it $20, $25. Don't remember how much we paid for this. I Google Lensed it just because it's large. It's going to take up space, even though it will fit in my regular box. It's not going to be oversized. And I want to say it was going to be worth $20, $25. It is Melissa and Doug. Don't know if there was a date. I'm not seeing a date, but it says chimpanzee 2171. So, in the end, I've got a couple of totes that are just for large plush. So I'll just stick it in there so it's not at least instant filling up of one of my smaller baskets. What are you going to do? Yeah.
So let's talk space here. These four, they're going to be in a bag, but these four are
Like
a little
head.
bigger than the size of this chimpanzee's head. And they're 3. You could probably get 20 to 25 of these in the space that you could store this. If this is $25 and these are $10 each, in your amount of storage space, you've got 10 times as much money in these in the same amount of storage space as you do in this.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with either one. You just have to make sure that if you don't have a lot of space for storage, you're not buying a lot of these and you're buying smaller things that will fit in there. Unless this thing's going to sell in a week or two.
Yeah.
That's the other thing, is that if you don't have the space, you either got to have little stuff or things that sell really fast, or preferably little things that sell really fast. That would be the ideal world.
Blankets. I just sold a blanket. I don't remember the brand. Stitch at Home. But look, Dundee. I don't think you guys can see it yet. There we go. Dundee. It's got that popular, like, neutral colors. Definitely vintage with this tag. I don't know. I'm hoping $20+ for it. Picked up a couple of baby blankets. I love them. I've sold, oh, look, I got another one. Same color scheme. You can tell this one's not even been washed. It is Love and Care 2002. So something I'll definitely be putting on Etsy. But again, I'm hoping you're $15, $20+ for it. This bag is the bag of blankets. I loved this. Look. Somebody took time. It is that cross stitch? Yeah, cross stitch. I'm trying to see if there's going to be a brand on here. I don't even see a signature anywhere. Sometimes they'll date it and put their signature. I just love that. Nice and clean. I don't know. This is a first for me getting a blanket like this. I don't know. I'm hoping 30+ for it. I'm just making a guess on this because this is new for me as far as, hand stitched like this. I'm hoping 30+ for it. I grab them all the time. These are those, there was a box of candy here, Whitman's or one of those. But yeah, I've got a pile. I know I've mentioned this. I've got a pile of Snoopy's I haven't gotten to. So I'm going to, probably at this point, I've got 2 lots. So that's what that was for. I pick them up all the time. Look, another Lovey. This one doesn't even have anything on it. But it is Carter's Child of Mine. The thing with it is, I'm not seeing a date. But y'all, anytime you have the satiny stuff, pay attention. Do a little bit of extra research because for some reason, kids love the sensory stuff from these satin. So, I'm going to say 20+ for it. This is for us. we always are needing hot pads. Dang, this is the Lovey Show. Now this one, I'm going to put it with probably another Lovey that is a unicorn. Or, it could be a fairy or something whimsical. But that's the game right now. And then 2-stitch plush. Got this one. It's got the Disney logo. I'm pretty sure I have other stitch. Hopefully I've got an angel that matches, his size and everything. And then I can make a lot with it. And then I found a different angel. Look, it is a pillow plush. Kind of flat. Not sure if it was supposed to be that flat. It is C&H Toys. Has the long Disney tag. I'm hoping $25 for it also. And then last but not least, Douglas. You know, there are certain Douglas plush that sell very, very well. This one's probably going to be, you know, the $10, $15. I'm just going to go see if I've got a cow or a horse or a sheep all in the Douglas brand and make a lot with this. So that's in my brain, trying to make lots. It's just working for me right now. Right, that's it. It is time to get this stuff processed and continue on. I've got a whole pile of stuff already lined up in my cube. Take quick pictures, get it processed, get it put away, and keep adding to my drafts that I'm making on Nifty right now. You got anything else?
Somebody asked the other day about keeping a draft bank. Was that in the live or is that somewhere else?
We do a live on Mondays. If you've got any questions, you're just not, you know, you're available at 9 o'clock in the morning on Mondays Eastern. We do a live. We talk about a lot of stuff. And that was one of the topics was, do I keep a draft bank?
I think last week we talked about 10 minutes on eating better, eating more healthy.
Life, you know, all the things resellers, you know, have to, you know, be concerned with, talk about. But yeah, I do drafts just because I'm putting them in Nifty to run the AI generator on the listings. But as far as, you know, keeping a draft bank, no, I don't do that. I figure if I've done most of the work, I'm going to try to get stuff listed within, you know, a couple of days of taking the pictures.
The one time we would have, and by draft bank we mean, you know, pre-set up inside of Nifty, you know, ready, you know, either ready to run, either already having run through the AI generator or ready to run through the AI generator is when we're going on a trip somewhere. If we're going to be gone for a week, then Rebel knows that she wants to list 5 items every day, so she needs to have 35 items in that list ready to go. So that would be our draft bank.
Yeah, but to have hundreds and hundreds, first and foremost, you know, I love Nifty, but you never know that where it drops all your, you know, all your drafts, especially people who are keeping them in eBay. I do not trust eBay system. Like right now, lots of people are complaining that eBay dropped their photos. The photos are missing.
On listings or drafts?
On listings. So you need, I don't trust enough to have these huge storages of things that aren't already listed.
All your eggs in one basket kind of thing?
Yeah, no. eBay did that to me years ago. I had over 300 listings that they lost all my photos on. And they gave me 1 month of free anchor store. Kind of as a, what's the word?
Concession.
Yeah, a concession, a consolation, because I had to sit and take pictures on 300 items. Yeah, that was a mess, and that's why I really like having everything stored somewhere else, so that if something happened to my listings in one place, I've got it stored somewhere else.
So that $300 is like a consolation prize. It's kind of how I feel sometimes. I'm your consolation prize that.
You're an idiot. I saw a meme. This is just dragging the video out, but I saw a meme yesterday, and it was like the guy told his wife his love languages were words of affirmation and touch. And so she beat him up and called him idiot all day long. Sometimes I feel like that's us, an ongoing thing.
I consider it a successful day if I've been called an idiot at least once.
All right, y'all. It is time to get to work. Bye.